Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, happy August 1st, and we have beautiful weather. 66 degrees, 19 degrees Celsius, and a little bit of a breeze. Loving it, loving it. We got a tiny rainstorm last night, finally. All this hype about flood watch and all that, total bogus. Oh, but that wind feels so good. It's so nice outside. It's actually a pleasure having the sun beaming on my back because it's making my back at least warm. But yeah, what a crapped out day that was. And then I just happened to raise up the blinds and look out the window and saw the sky and said, okay, let's go get some cool stormy pictures. And lately I've actually been creating presets in Final Cut, or no, in Lightroom. Presets in Lightroom to edit my photos faster. And so I've got some drone ones. I actually made one for the Pocket 3. The TV looks really dark. I gotta figure out what the hell I did wrong there. Something is really dark on the TV right now, but nonetheless, on the iPad, that picture came out really neat of the maple tree for it being only a 9 megapixel photo. Yeah, so by the looks of it, by their normal releasing of the Pockets, we probably still have close to a year and a half, maybe longer, for the Pocket 4 to come out. Now, of course, people were dreaming that they would put the Mavic camera on it with the 3 lenses. I don't see them making it that big in the future, but who knows? I see this form factor. I just hope they don't change the bases after everything I'm doing right now with basically adopting those new adapters, which are en route to me. I'm hoping they're under the speed pack. So I'm hoping the new Fly a Mile adapters will be here in time for the trip. I'm not taking anything apart in the car until, I could, because those little plates will come ahead of time. I think they'll be here before them. So technically, once they come, I'll have plenty that I could switch over to the action camera mount in the car directly, and then have those little pieces set up to lock in. I just don't know if I want to use the DJI ones or if I want to use up some of my K&F Concept ones. I do have 7 of them now total. So, but I mean, I have them on a lot of devices. They're just more compact, and I think with this camera, with the Pocket hanging down so far, I need to be very mindful how much I'm extending the drop down. Well, we got little man out for walk number 1 here. It is gorgeous out. We are going for 10 o'clock? I don't go in till 2. Well, that's what my schedule says. I'm waiting for the text message. Hey, if you want to come in at 1, you can. But yeah. Oh yes. So video is exporting right now, and that will be the final firework outro, because though I let it go through the month of the 4th of July, but now August we'll get a new one going. I don't know if it's going to just be something I've already shot, come on, or if I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided what I want to use for the next outro. If I can capture something tonight with the drone that's really pretty, I might just be changing it from drone flights going forward here. We'll see. It's never set in stone. Yeah, unfortunately my DJI hats are way deep in the month. They could come as late as the end of August. So they're coming out of Indonesia. So hopefully the quality is pretty decent and it's really a flex fit hat, because damn things were not cheap, and I don't think they accept returns. So if they're not what they say they are, eBay is going to be getting a complaint. I don't know if it's not quality that I'm promised. I'm going to hopefully get my money back. I don't know, but I know it was a dumb, frivolous thing, but I'm going to actually get my channel logo on some transfers, the new one with the blue, and some of the, not this shirt, but some of my Under Armour shirts. The K&F Concept bag is getting one. Those hats will probably end up getting one. A couple of my other some of my other hats might get it as well. I don't know how it's going to work real well with a hat. That's going to be kind of fun. And those things are, the good thing I have an X-Acto blade to cut them out, because that is a pain to get that all cut out nicely. I got to make sure the YouTube logo though is kind of stretched in between the C there, so that it has connection points, so I can trim out in between there. So I want that blank, I don't want a black spot. But that's something I'm going to do personally. Trying to create merch, just it's when I went to finally pull the trigger, yeah, you do have to pay to put it on these sites, including Walmart and SDs and all that. So I don't have the funding to do that with right now, and probably it'd be years and years and years until I would. I don't know if it would even sell. The Prius shirt, it was neat that I was able to get myself sent one as a test. I mean, I could probably over time get myself, you know, a hat sent, a hoodie, and you know, see if it'd be worth it, if anybody would be interested in even buying anything. But I don't even remember the site I was on anymore. I've also made the decision that I am parking the Samsung watch and the Pixel. Both are fully charged, powered off, and put away. It's just, I don't pull them out ever. I mean, the watch, I was obviously wearing it and whatnot, but when I'm trying to stock shelves and I got watch on each hand, I can't reach back in to try to do stocking and boxing and all that stuff, so it was getting in the way. And it's just silly. It's just silly. Plus, when doing curbside, then I'm trying to find a place to put that phone, and we're supposed to be switching over to a much bigger device in the future when we do it the Aldi's. Actually shop with the Aldi's app. It's going to be a lot harder. So it's just time to park it. I just wish I had one more friend that was Android friendly, that, you know, would be willing to take over the payments for both and help me out there. But I don't know anybody that'd even be interested. I mean, that phone is going on a year old now. Yeah. So that's no longer, you know, when we do night photography and stuff, that phone will come out and the watch will come out, because I do have the camera control. But other than that, no real usage for me. So yesterday I did catch Tamara Gabriel's video on the Osmo 360. Definitely has some interesting little features. The fact that you can actually use it in single lens mode and then be able to switch from front to back with just a tap of a button without interrupting recordings, pretty cool. The audio quality seemed to be pretty good on it. It does have 4 microphones, plus it connects to the Mic 2 and the Mic Minis. It's just that $550 price tag is outrageous, but it does connect to all the Action accessories, which is has the Action mount and a quarter 20 on the bottom of it. So it's quite useful if you already have like an Action series camera or any of the mounts, which is where the Pocket falls short, is that it's not Action mountable without buying third-party accessories, which I've shown and been doing. I might have to make like a little video once all this stuff comes in on how to convert it over to an Action mounted system for people that have never caught my videos, because I think it's something people will find useful. I mean, I've basically made my Sony RX 10 Action mountable, which is really cool. That you can, you know, with that strap, I can pop it on there, pop it off. I can put it on a handle if I wanted to. Come on, this little dog. It's beautiful out here. There's no reason he can't walk. So, if Tim was saying about it, and I was like, well, have fun with it, but I'm not paying that. He's like, oh, I'm not getting it. Down the road, if anybody were to get one that I knew, I would love to get my hands and just to be able to test it. And apparently there's a DJI Studio app, which I'm not sure. Tamara's going to make a video on the Studio and the Mimo app versions to edit the footage. And you can edit all the clips at one time from it, so you're not stuck editing one at a time. But if you're using other cameras in between, then you're going to have to cut it anyway and figure out where things go, which can get a little tricky. Well, Mr. Sun has found a cloud to get behind, so it is a little toasty when you're directly in the sun, I'm not going to lie. But it's the big dog's turn now. Get her for a walk, but she sees Maisie down at the other end and she's like trying to run away from me. I have her locked right now. Alright, well that was a better meeting with oh my god, Maisie. Priya actually sniffed noses with her, and then she jumped up on me to get lovin's and... Oh, where are you going? Where are we going? We're not going that way. We're not going down that way. We're going this way. She investigated her while she was standing on me. So I am actually trying to practice using the microphone as a remote, so I'm hoping I'm not making too much noise on it. Yeah, I couldn't believe when I imported last night how long the video was. I'm like, I didn't think I filmed anything yesterday. Well, I was wrong. I did. Now this morning, obviously, I filmed quite a few clips. I can see it on the camera because I know 9 hours and 28 minutes is my starting point every day. Damn. I've actually formatted all 3 cameras as of right now. I have the Action 5, both Pocket 3s formatted, and all 3 will be with me next Sunday. So we're looking at the weather. We're right now looking at a high of 82 degrees and a 40% chance of rain. But we are over a week away from the Watkins Glen race. And Terry's schedule will be switching, so she won't be working Saturday. So I don't have to wait for her to come home. If I get out of here around 6:30 in the morning, I should be up there around 8 o'clock in the morning. So I might actually find Brian. We do have our location set up with each other already, so I can track myself right to him in case they're still at the hotel. He said it's like 20 minutes away from the track or so. I do want to pull the Sony out probably tomorrow. I'm going to get the Sony out, and we're going to definitely do Canfield Island and try to get some photography of the wildflowers with that and play around, because I'm also going to set up that handle I bought that plugs in and see how I can do video with it in case I need to use it, how I can switch the settings over to automatic. So I'm not messing with video settings. That is just a nightmare for me. It never comes out right. So I'm going to try to put it in video mode, but I'm going to put it in auto and see what happens, see what settings it's giving me, so I can get an idea. If I end up in manual, I know where to put it back to, because I don't want to just use it and then have garbage footage like I've been getting at Port Royal the last 2 times with it. Because the first time I used it, it was perfect. And then the last 2 times, it went to crap. That's the only issue I see with using the microphone as the controller, is you're touching the microphone and you can hear it. I noticed that when I did that yesterday. But at least you knew what I was doing using the mic as a remote. So technically there is a remote for the Pockets, but I'm worried about the noise it makes when you do that, so I'm not. That was kind of a test. Cicadas are making their noises this morning. I think I'm too close to you, Priya. I think I need to back it away a little bit. What are you thinking? Come on, let's walk. Let's walk. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, I find myself tapping that 2x on the screen quite often. I wish it would work in record mode as well. You can, but then you have to switch over to the digital zoom, which for some reason is not as good. So, because it's doing it live, and I don't know, it's just not as good as that versus that. By the way, you can use both. So technically you can do the clear zoom, and then you can crop it in 2 more times, getting 4 times zoom. I know I've mentioned that before, but it's been a while. And when I was editing it, there was one other thing I remembered that I thought would be very beneficial for the Pocket 3, and that was an improved screen. Not so much bigger, but they did leave some room, especially on the right side and the bottom, that they could really make this thing a bit bigger and just improve technology in it like they did with the Action 5, because they really did increase the screen on the 5 versus the 4, as well as the sensor. I see a lot of my ideas coming out. The triple lens, I don't ever see that becoming a Pocket, unless it's like a Pocket. I would love to see it go into a Pro version, because it seems like DJI is very keen on using the moniker Pro for their equipment. I think with the Action 5, they were trying to compete with Insta360's, you know, Pro, Ace Pro. So, we'll see. And of course, the Action Nano, it's not the Action Mini, it's the Action Nano is what they're thinking is coming out next. Of course, if you remember, the Action 2 was their attempt to make the camera smaller. It was literally just this little 1-inch square, and it was modular. It didn't really work out that well. I think they're going to have to be slightly careful not to completely copy Insta with the Go version, with the little housing that makes it more into like an action camera, but almost feels like that would be the smarter way to go. And I think Tim had sent me an image that looks similar to that with this 1-inch, supposed 1-inch. On a Nano series, I don't see that happening. I would love to see the Action 6 go to a 1-inch sensor, because I think it would greatly benefit low light and overall image quality. But I think at this point, DJI really needs to step up their resolution options to 4K 120 and 8K, at least 30, if not 8K 60, because they're behind the times with those against Insta360. So they're all competing, and I think at this point no one's competing with what GoPro is trying to do, because they ain't trying to innovate nothing anymore. I think they're just trying to stay in business, which they ain't doing a good job of that either. Good afternoon, everybody. 1:45, and we have 75 degrees and 24 degrees Celsius and blue skies. It is still got a little breeze to it. It is nice out. Not gonna lie, a little warm in the car, but that's typical. Sun beating in the car. Once we get air moving in here, it'll cool down. And my Juliettes are up on my desk, and I was like, oh well, I'm not running back upstairs another time, because then I'll be late. Well, I wouldn't be late, but for me, I like to get there a couple minutes early, so I gotta count safe and all that good stuff. Oh, this is gonna feel weird today. Only one phone and one watch. I'll feel like a normal human being. So I think it'll make things easier though at work if I need to get in between shelves. So one thing I did have kind of goofed up though on the, because this is the one Mike sold me, the Pocket 3. I did not, when I reformatted it, that changes your photos over to 16:9. I did some pictures today, and that cuts away some of your resolution. So I fixed that after editing what I had, and I did a few pictures with the Project Indigo app with the phone. You get to see all those. So, copper sitting there, ready to catch people speeding. Surprisingly, this hill, it's not hard to come up at like 50 miles an hour, but they come shooting through. They need to sit here on the weekends at night catching the drag racers, but they never do that. So you can have some good finds with street racing finds. Oh, what will tonight bring? After 4:30, it's just me and another associate. I don't know if I'm going to get thrown on register for 2 hours before she comes in, which will be like, okay, someone else better be freaking boxing. If I can't do my job, then somebody else better be doing it for me. But anywho, off tomorrow. Now I'm going to be a little bit busy tomorrow though, because I got to mow my ex-wife's, and then I got to stop over at my sister's and see what project she has lined up for me now. I have a feeling she has a shed that is falling down and she wants it cleaned out so she can rip it down. So I have a feeling that's the project she wants me to help her with for some extra money. So I could try to make sure when I pack the car tonight for mowing, I take gloves with me in case I can start maybe getting it done tomorrow. Because if I'm already out and I don't have the dogs, and it's, you know, decent weather, probably be a good time to start it. So that's kind of the game plan. I don't know if I am going to do any filming of that, but we'll find out. Good evening, everybody. It is time to get out of here. Yay. Well, I got here and store manager's like, we're gonna box first. Okay, barking orders. Yay, love it. Love the attitude. But well, got us in a good position for the rest of the night. So worked out. I mean, got out of here before 8:30. So. But time to go home. Apparently Priya's not feeling well and won't eat dinner, which is a very rare occurrence for her. I'm not sure what's up with that. So puppy walks and maybe a little bit later flight. I think right now it's too early yet, even though the sun has probably set already. Oh hell yeah. I know because it's already got the sunrise on there. So I should be up at that point too, so I gotta get this thing packed up tonight too, so I'm not doing it tomorrow. And my sister sent me a picture of what she needs done. So the bushes behind the shed have way overgrown again, and she wants to cut down, so I gotta so that will be the hedge trimmer, but that's gonna be Tuesday. So that's the game plan on that. I told her I'd stop by, and she's like, oh, don't. So, like, okay. I don't know what the issue is, but so that'll be Tuesday, and then yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do 3 cameras tomorrow or not. Might just do the 2 again. It worked pretty decent last time, so I'll have to get the other tripod around as well. How do I want to do that though? I'll figure that out. Anyway, let's get home. Home sweet home, and got my baby girl here that's not feeling too good tonight. Not sure what the dealio is, but we're gonna try to take a walk here. And I'm actually using the StarTAC mic or battery handle. Am I in which? I don't even remember which unit I'm running today. If I'm running mine or Mike's. Yeah, technically they're both still mine, but nonetheless, it's just I just got to remember tomorrow too to take the battery handle so I can connect it to the tripod, because I've been actually switching off from ones that don't have the mag plates on them, specifically because my keys get caught on the magnet, and I figure, well, it's just easier for normal usage, but when I need to tripod it, like tomorrow, I'll need to have it with me, so I'm going to do that. Don't think I'm taking the hedge trimmer with me because there's really no reason for it. The Sawzall, always have that with me just in case a branch came down and I need to cut it up real quick, even though I forget to film it. I could have swore I hit record that day. It really frustrated me. This sky is pretty blank. It's pretty gradient, don't get me wrong, but there's some clouds over that way. It's hard to call. It really is. Until you're actually, you know, in the air, it's hard to tell whether or not you should have done it or not. Most of the time, it's worth it. I mean, regardless, it'd still be a pretty flight, but I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the outro yet too, because I haven't even dreamed that up. Try to give her a decent walk. This makes me go, really? Let's park our car on the property in the yard. Why? I don't understand this guy. I really don't. Since I reset the camera, or well, I put the right format for 1x1. So that's all you get is 1x1 or 16x9 on photography with this thing. So we'll see if the quality is a little better, even though we're doing it low light. I don't have the light with me either. So, and we are in a little bit of a dark section here, but probably can't see me. That's why I wore a very bright colored shirt, so you could actually find me. But so far, Princess hasn't done a thing except sniff, maybe piddle. So we'll see if this helps her out. She goes home and wants to eat dinner. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the morning for mowing time. Have a good night and stay safe.